Today I want to talk about our energy field and what to do with that energy field, how to use it properly, how to become more aware of it. Some of you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about that sort of energetic layer, or I would call it a field that exists around a person. Sometimes a way to experience that is when you take your hands and you rub them together, like I'm doing right now, and when you pull them apart, and when you actually start to feel that space in between the two hands, and you'll see that there's a little bit of an energy field, and you can compress it, and the closer you get, you feel denser, and then when you move it apart, it will feel like you're less aware of it. So every person has an energy field around them, and if you are aware of it, you can actually play around with that energy field. And sometimes I suggest that we make the field smaller, and sometimes I suggest that you make the field larger. So for instance, when I'm doing a presentation and I'm standing in front of a group, I want my energy field to be larger because I want people to see me. I want people to be aware of me. I want people to pay attention to me. And it helps when I'm sort of brighter in that sense, you know, when the light is brighter. And sometimes when I'm talking to somebody and the person might be easily intimidated, or maybe a person that's a little timid, I want to bring my energy field in because it's easier for that person to listen to me. So first of all, what you can do in order to work with this energy field is to become aware of it. And how do I become aware of it? One of the ways to do it is to close your eyes and to go inwardly and to have a sense of the parameters of your body and to sort of see what that feels like. Another way for you to become aware of it is to just visualize a field around yourself and to visualize that field getting bigger and larger, and to expand the boundaries of that energy field around you. And then to experiment with that around people. And so you can say to yourself, oh, okay, I'm having a larger energy field right now, and I want to see what that's like and how people perceive me. Or I want to bring my energy field in, and I'm going to have a conversation with people and ask them how they perceive me. So I know this is all a little vague, but it all starts with you having a sense, or even having an idea that it's not just you and the boundaries of your physical self, but actually you are everything in the world that exists, has a molecular structure, and all the molecules have are in movement. And so if there's movement, that means that there's an energy trail with it. So, you know, if you could see it, you would actually see that as you move yourself, you're moving your energy field from one place to another, and that there's a trail that comes along with it. And sometimes that trail is, you know, closer to us, and sometimes it's larger. The energy field is not the same as the ego. It could seem that way, but it's not exactly the same. So the ego could be large, and if somebody has a large ego, that person can also show up in the world rather strongly. But usually a larger ego comes with a little bit of a negative connotation. So energy fields are just simply that. And imagine that some days you want to turn up the dimmer. It's a little bit like a dimmer switch. And so you have the dimmer and you turn it on and it's brighter. And some days you want to turn down the dimmer and it's less bright. And experiment and see what happens. So that's what I wanted to share with you about today is energy fields. Have you become aware of them? And have you play around with them and see if that makes sense to you? And if you experience a difference, if you set an intention for your energy field to be different. Have a great day and take care.